Hi, Anti-Society! Welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we are checking out Mushi-shi episode 21, Cotton Changeling, which is already freaking me out, okay? My family is Irish, and I mean that in they were born in Ireland, okay? We take changelings very seriously. There is not an iron horseshoe over my front door for the aesthetic. So this is already putting me on edge. And the cotton aspect makes me think of maybe like a doll. Obviously, probably like Mushi are going to be related to this particular one, but the whole point of a changeling is that like a baby is replaced with folk from the other world. So it makes me think that maybe it's almost like a doll. Cotton makes me think like stuffing, almost like scarecrow in a way. I don't know, but it's like the image in my head is freaking me out. In 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna have to like sit through the intro. Well, the image in my brain is already putting me on high alert. The last episode was so like, I mean, somber, but in like a quiet kind of way, right? And now I'm gonna have to like, is it gonna freak me out again? Are we gonna be dealing with kids? Because you all freaked me out from like the first couple of episodes because there were just like kids being scary because of Mushi. There really is just something about like children not behaving like children, right? Like the moment that they seem to have more, I don't know, like critical analysis or like awareness of the world, that you're like, that's not natural. You're supposed to be carefree and, you know, laid back, right? And the moment that a child like looks at you like they know some of the secrets of the world, you're like, that's not right. You're not supposed to be a little philosopher. You're not supposed to have existential dread. You're supposed to be a child. Maybe I'm just projecting. Like, I'm not a I don't enjoy spending time around children of any kind. So that might just be me. Oh good, we're starting at night. A forest at night, that can't, that always ends up well. Yeah, I think it's quite ominous as well. With the green stains. That's not ominous either. Yeah, I was like, you know something with that reaction. Creepy. It's almost like a, makes you think a little bit of like Golem as well, right? Like almost like a creature crafted into a facsimile of a human shape. Is it bad that I appreciate the fact that you can like see the steam from their breath because you can tell how cold it is? It's the little things. Disturbingly. That's so interesting too, to be like, even like an animal isn't comparable to what was happening. Oh. That is a blob. Hello? It. That would be crazy to just like, you like gave birth, but then like didn't. Even just like the thought of like the loss of a child in a way, but also the like not understanding this like supernatural element that's part of it as well. Well, that's not disturbing at all. What did I say about Golem? The like clay creatures. The music is also freaking me out. Deep down, I'd be afraid on the surface. Oh, she seems happy though, and like I get it because you're like the loss of a child and then getting that child back in a way. You would want to grasp those like anything that would allow you to have your child back, right? Oh, well, not showing feelings is also scary. Yeah, it's hard not to, right? Like it's, but even if it's like not like seeing yourself in your child, it's also like a kid, right? It's hard to like see for all of me being like, I'm not really a into like, I don't really enjoy being around children or whatever. I still like would want to protect them. Oh, so you didn't have another child. Oh, okay. That would be even more disturbing if you're like trying to figure out where these kids are coming from. They still say like our eldest son though, like they're still like their kids. I wonder if it's just like a timeline thing, right? Like they said grew rapidly, but also maybe humans like grow like age slower than Mushi. Yeah, that's what I just said. I'm like, I think it might just be a lifespan thing. Ugh. I like the whole parasite thing. He'll be fine. He could see it. Is that the whole? It's a whole mushi? Uh, yeah, valid. Oh, good. There's strings. Oh, I don't like this at all. No, it's a great episode, but like disturbed. And they'll infect people. Oof. Yeah, they're still like our son, our child. Ugh. Yeah, changeling. Oh, that's so rough too. To be like she was going to have a child. I was thinking, I'm like, maybe with the parasite, like she wasn't actually pregnant with like a human child, and then it was just like this mushy parasite. Oh, him saying it's okay to hate me. Because he like he sees it too, right? He's like, that's it looks like a child. And it's so difficult to like separate that, right? It's hard to see them as not children. Yeah, I'm like, are they not doing anything wrong then? But like the longer you keep them, the harder it is to like let go, right? Because they're your kids. Yeah, you have to go through like so many of them, right? Like, is it worth it? Maybe. I don't know, I'm not a parent. But like, I get like being attached to the ones you already have, to be fair. They're like, those were our kids before we found out what happened. But then what if you get like more children show up? But like, then they look like an infant. Like, what do you, yeah. I'm like, don't tell me there's like other things. It also explains why she, when like her child came back to her, right? That would already be so difficult to like not accept it as a miracle. And then after already losing a child and then losing another one and then the miracle of getting them back and then more children, I can understand where she's coming from. He's not without empathy. I like that he's like being all like, I think it's kind of foolish to do this, but like I'm not gonna force you into anything. And I conveniently need to be somewhere else. Oh, I don't like the sound mixing. This episode's freaking me out. Don't talk like that, little baby infant. When did this become horror again? Seems. I don't know. I'm like, this seems like a trap. Because again, like the Mushi wants to survive instinctually. Ginkgo, I feel like yeah, you're gonna get attacked. Ah, I wasn't expecting attacked, like stabbed, attacked. What's happening? I was lulled into a false sense of security. The show has been so chill for a while. You seem surprisingly chill about the whole fact that you got stabbed. I like how casually he's like, yeah, I would prefer if I didn't need to interact with her, thanks. But like, also, you showed up to be like, you need to kill your children in her eyes, right? Yeah, because it's the same child, right? Like they're sharing information. Gonna freak me out. Is that why the infant was talking? Because like each child is like learning the same things from the previous child. Ugh, that would tear me apart. Especially as like they become like better at being people, right? At being like children. It's just getting better at be seeming like a child. Yeah, they're all part of the same like hive mind. Fungus that thinks is crazy. I'm like, if they are still around when they like die or whatever, I'm assuming like the spores go everywhere and they infect more people, right? Like when the Aki first got infected, right? Like walking through the forest. Oh, are we going into his like information? You're doing surprisingly well. Again, was stabbed. Yeah, it's evolving. But they sense it. They know. Yeah. It's like I was saying about like Mushi though, like they don't do it on purpose. It's not from like this malicious. This seems more malicious. Even though it is just like a survival infant like a survival instinct. Hello? Is it because of the seeds to release them? They're like, we win. But like them being like this, like seeds are like the next kind of, right, the way that plants, right, uh birth more plants. That's terrifying. That's a terrifying image. But like she's also like a mother, right? Like they're her children. Good. Some nightmare fuel. Take with me. It's been a while since I've gotten some nightmare fuel from this series. Love that for me. So we can like take root somewhere else. Oh yeah. I don't know if you should like give them access to that. I don't know, it's some consolation, I guess. Like Ginkgo isn't without empathy, right? But like still, dang. Oh no, we kept it. To give them hope. He's not without empathy. Interesting to be like mysterious creature. And then in last episode we had all of the Mushi-shi that were like talking about like killing Mushi, and Ginkgo was the exception, right? Example right away, right on the back of that episode. Whoa. I don't even know what to say after that, which is usually what happens after a Mushi-shi episode, but that one was like way more in that like horror pocket that I'm used to. I've gotten used to. I forgot that like early episodes of this series did get me like a little bit nightmare fuel, and it was usually because we had some children. I remember the melting eyes. I remember. So it's been a minute since I've gotten a Mushi-shi episode where I'm like, this is legitimately unsettling. And some of that was like the music. Some of it's just like having these kids that are like, again, when children act like children aren't supposed to, freaky. I'm like, you're supposed to be carefree and laughing and having no concept of the future existing. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And anytime that they break out of that, I'm like, nope, that's not what I agreed to. Whoa. And especially like I'm saying the parallels of this Mushi that is just acting from like instinct, just trying to protect the like seeds so that it can continue to like exist and like more mushi can come afterwards. It's a very like instinctual thing. I love the comparison to like plant life, right? Like almost like spores and seeds and stuff, right? And having these like changelings, right, be part of that of, oh, we can get like these humans to like care for us and protect us and infect them with these like parasite spore things to travel if we like mimic their children. That's so, I get it from like a survival side and like a evolutionary thing, but like unsettling. And I loved the conversation between Ginkgo and like the one child of, why are you trying to kill us? And it's like, you killed a child, right? Like you killed this woman's unborn child so that you could be born. And it's like, we didn't do it like on purpose. Like it wasn't, like I said before, like Mushi don't do that thing, those kinds of things from a place of like malicious intent, right? That was just survival. That was like needing to create this like Mushi and take root and continue to exist. That's what it did, right? And Ginkgo having the understanding of, I know, right? And it's also not our fault as humans who care about our children the same way that like this mushi cares about like the seeds and like preserving like the roots of this main mushi, right? Of humans wanting to protect their kids, wanting to save the lives of like other people. If the spores had gotten out and infected more people, I'm assuming like more children would die, right? Like it would be more children that didn't end up being born because of this mushi like infecting people. And Ginkgo being like, this isn't personal, it's just survival on both sides. We're just stronger, right? That's it. It's which is a more like dominant species in this moment. And that is just like, it's so interesting and it's freaky. And of course, Ginkgo doesn't actually kill the mushi because we just had a story about how that's not what he does a lot of the time. We've seen so many instances of that because he understands in that conversation of, I know that you didn't do this on purpose. Like, you're not trying to be malicious or cruel or like kill humans with the intent of like hatred or anything like that. That's not why it happened. It's just survival instinct, right? They didn't burn down this house because they were like angry at anyone. It was just, we need to protect the seeds. We need to protect the main part of this like organism that we're a part of. That's it. And because of that, Ginkgo's, I'm not going to punish you for going with your instincts, nor can you be like upset at like humans for being like, and we can't let you kill kids. We can't let that happen. It's just, oh my God, this might be one of my favorite episodes. Not just for the spooky elements, but also just like there's so many different elements brought into this that have, part of the reason I think it's one of my favorite episodes is because we've had so much throughout the previous part of the season to get to this. Wow. It makes me excited to get into the last few episodes of the season, right? I have, what, 5 left? So it makes me excited to see what we're going to be doing with that. But I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this playlist to go to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so this next time I post a Mushi-shi reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye!